on the days you're not as sharp as you'd like to be, use the bigger part of the plate.
Okay.
Be careful of trying to pitch to the corners when you don't have that ability, that inning, or that game.
Okay, so let's talk about the first way, right?
Okay.
So I was a command pitcher. I wasn't overpowering, but my strength was that I could execute, no matter what pitch I threw, I could execute it typically where I wanted to.
Okay.
But there are going to be days when I'm out there and I don't have that sharp of command.
Okay.
So
You don't have your stuff.
Sure.
Okay.
So on those days, I need to be humble enough to recognize that I'm not as good today as I have been other days. I have to be quick enough and aware enough to realize what's happening before it gets to the point where I've walked 3 guys in a row, coaches come take the ball from me, and then I'm in the dugout wondering what happened. So I have to be quick enough and aware enough to recognize that issue sooner. So like say I'm not as sharp that day, I'm going to pitch to more of the middle part of the zone, preferably towards the bottom, but I'm going to start in the middle of the zone. Once I get ahead there, then I'll work to the corners. I'll have days where, man, I'm hitting my spots. We can start on the corners, but every day is a little bit different. And again, I have to be humble enough and aware enough to recognize what's going on as soon as possible. With that said, in game, this might be an inning by inning thing too. I might have innings where, man, it's just going where I want to, and then I go out there for the next inning and my command is off. So I got to find ways to figure it out right now.
And is that one of those things that's usually just unexplained? You're just off. Like there really isn't a reason. It's just how it's happening.
Sure. And that leads into another thing. It doesn't really have to do with this topic, but oftentimes as young pitchers, as coaches, we see how we warmed up in a game before the game or warming up as a reliever. And if I'm not sharp, if I'm not hitting my spots, I'll think that, oh man, this is going to be a tough day. Whereas often those days where you're not great in the bullpen, you go out in the game and that ball just goes where you want to go.
Yeah.
And vice versa. You're really sharp in the bullpen. You come in the game and it's like, what happened? Where'd it go? So we got to be careful of putting too much weight on how that bullpen work went before you go into a game, because I can't ease up too much and I can't get too down on myself. It's literally just you getting ready for the game. When you go in there, you get a clean slate.